Hello sex people, Nonners here, back again with another guide video. In this guide video we will be going over how to get from 0 to 100% house favor in the Piscarilius area. Go over the requirements real quick. You will need 20 thieving, 30 crafting, 15 fishing, and 15 hunter. Some of these requirements are optional just depending on if you go the quest route or if you just do the favor from 0 to 100% without any of the quests. I highly recommend you do the quests. From 0 to 20% do the client of friend quest, because that is one of the rewards from the quest. You get to pick 20% favor in one of the houses. I do recommend Piscarilius because if you're an Iron Man or you don't have a lot of money, it is a pain in the butt to do the cranes. Also, it's really slow. And then after you hit 20%, I recommend doing the Queen of Thieves quest, because after you get the favor, there's really no point of doing this quest because that's basically the only reward you get. So once you hit 20%, do the Queen of Thieves quest. You will get from 0 to 30% just by the quest. You won't even have to worry about it. But if you are going the traditional route, you will need to do 0 to 15% at the cranes. You will need to do 38 of these. It does take a long time because it's just slow. That's all I'm going to say. You will need planks, you will need a hammer, and you will need nails. If you are a low-level Iron Man, this is really slow, like I said, and it does cost money, so I highly recommend you do the Client of Crown quest, but it is your choice. So here is where you would go. You just go back and forth, and then go to the bank, and then rinse and repeat. Another option you could do is go to the general store, sell them there, and then buy them back. From 15 to 30%, you will be doing fish barrels. Just south of the general store, there's going to be 3 barrels that you pick the fish from. It is pretty quick. You do get fishing experience. You do need 15 fishing to do this. It is worth noting that these fish will go bad if they're in your inventory too long, so after you hit about 20 or 21 fish, go over to the west and put them in the cooling barrel. It is pretty quick, a lot more click intensive, but it is a little bit faster than the cranes. However, if you do not want to do this method, you can go back to the cranes and finish 0 to 30% at the cranes. However, like I said at the beginning of this video, I highly recommend you do the quest so that you get from 0 to 30% without having to do all this, because these methods are very slow. I know I said just barely that this store is to the west, it is actually to the east in the food shop, and the cooling chest is right there. That is where you drop them off, and then you just rinse and repeat. From 30% to 100%, we will be going to catch sand grubs. This does require 15 hunter, so be wary of that. It is very quick. It doesn't take very long to get to 100%, especially if you do the Client of Crown quest. All the favor is doubled, so it's a lot quicker. You do get some passive hunter experience. Basically, you just come over to this area just northeast of the anglerfish spot, and just click on these little worms that you see in the sand. You will be getting these red grubs in your bucket. After you get a full inventory, you do take them to the south to the shop, and he will take them for favor. You will also be getting buckets of sand in your inventory. When you get that, be sure to just empty it. I know I just dropped it here on accident. Did a double misclick. But you just empty the buckets of sand, and then you just keep clicking until you have a full inventory of the sandworms. Like I said, once you have a full inventory of sandworms, you go to the south and give all your buckets to this shop owner. After you get a full inventory and you drop them off, what I normally do is I just go to him, I buy more buckets, and rinse and repeat. It will not take very long for you to get 100%, and this is what you will be doing until you do get to 100%. Once you do get 100%, you will be going to Pillar. It used to be you had to lock in your favor, now you do not have to do that, but I do highly recommend after you do the favor, talk to the architect and get the Architectural Alliance quest going. I will show you on the map where he is located. He's located right there. Before you do the quest, you do have to go to the town square in the middle of Zaya, talk to Hosa, and then you come back here and talk to this guy. So now it's time to talk about the rewards that you can get from completing 1 to 100% house favor in Piscarilius. There's only really 2 worth mentioning. You get access to the shop once you hit, I believe, 60. Let's just look it up so I'm not pulling a number. It's actually only 20%. So once you hit 20% favor in the house, you can actually access the shop. As an Iron Man, it is very helpful because you have all this food that you can cook or just get whenever you need. The other thing that you get at 100% house favor is you have access to angler fishing. It does require 82 fishing to actually fish this area, and you need full angler outfit to do it, but it's just right here. Get pretty decent fishing XP. I mean, it's actually pretty slow. I don't mean to say decent, but the money is worth fishing them if you just want something really AFK. But without further ado, this will wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys did find this guide helpful. Figured I'd make this because I've been in Zaya a lot with my Zaya only Ultimate Iron Man, and figured I would help you guys out. If you guys did like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also like it. It does really mean a lot to me. I'm pretty close to hitting 100 subscribers. Appreciate all of you, all your support, but without further ado, I will see you in the next video.